This is before we started. Wait and see what it looked like after. Thanks for joining the Viral Workaholic as we're hanging around my roof project. Got my last video, you saw the deck go up. Today I'm going to show you how we put the roof over it. This is not going to be an ordinary porch roof, this is going to be an extraordinary porch roof. The extraordinary part of this porch roof is, I've never done it this way before. Instead of just the ordinary mono-pitch porch roof, we're going to put a dual-pitch porch roof with a gabled in right directly in the middle, right over the steps. Stay tuned, you'll enjoy watching this go together. Miss Bev at Hitch a Chick Urban Homestead has waited a long time for this, but in true Viral Workaholic style, we're going to use reclaimed lumber, just like we did with the rest of our projects. Viral Workaholic likes to build green, reduce our carbon footprint, and saves him some green. I'm cutting these rafters at a 412 pitch to stay with the traditional shape of the house. I'm leaving a 2-foot overhang to protect the porch and us from the sun and the weather. When the fascia board is complete, the end will be slightly under 6 feet from the floor of the porch. With the gabled end in the middle over the steps, this won't be a problem because the gable end will be up high enough for anybody to walk through, and it'll provide a nice aesthetic value as well. Stay tuned and let's see how it looks. I'll be installing metal roofing 3 foot wide by 10 foot 6. So each one of the rafters are going to be 3 feet on center to accommodate for the middle of the metal panels. I'm using my speed square, and I'll adjust it from the side to where the 4 is. That will give me my 12/4 pitch. The speed square is the most important tool in this project. For this project, each board is going to be 123 inches long. Ensure that your fascia board is straight and level when you put it up. Each board has to be measured the same length and the same angle cut on each end of the board. Now with one side complete, it's time to celebrate and just hang around a minute. Now for the more challenging part of our design, we're going to have to take the rake from the house side from 0 to 12/8 in the front. I'll be using the end pieces that I cut off of the rafters. As you can see, some of them still have the nails in them. That's not a problem though. I use a speed square and mark out my angle, cut the nails right off. Here's a quick view of how you find your angle with the speed square. I placed these 18 inches on the center to ensure good strong structural support and a good spot for screws to go in when we put the metal roofing on. And of course the angle changed as the progression of the slope increased. And yes, this part took time and patience. For greater structural integrity, I've chosen a 2x4 as my cross member. More often people use a furring strip. I've chosen a 2x4 and to notch out the rafters, place the 2x4 in to give a nice clean finish edge for the metal roofing to screw down to. And again, I use my speed square to mark out the width of the 2x4. I adjust my blade depth to the thickness of the 2x4, then I make repeated cuts over the area I want to remove. Then I break out the tabs, clean up the area so that 2x4 will fit in it. We're ready to place a 2x4 in. Put the 2x4 in place, throw some nails into the rafters, and we are ready for metal. Put the slope panels in place first, that way we can lay the gabled end over and overlap them so that no rain can get into it. From the underside, I'll draw a line along the sloped roof panel against the gabled end panel. This will give me a gauge to cut the right angle. I'll make my panel 1.5 inches wider than my original line, that way I'll have a good overlap on the panel underneath. You'll need a fresh new metal cutting blade before you start this. It's in metal, chips easy, so the sharper the blade, the smoother the cut. Just repeat the process on the other side and you're ready to install the ridge cap. With the ridge cap installed, you're ready to put on the finishing panels. I like to make sure that they're lined up nice and even on the fascia end and get them screwed off down here before I start screwing off the metal. If it isn't sketchy, it isn't fun. Sitting on a 12-4 pitch on a metal roof is a little sketchy and a lot of fun. This is definitely one slide you want to stop before you go off the edge. Now we just measure down to where our 2x4s were and put the screws in it and our roof is done. If you haven't subscribed yet, help me out and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you got any suggestions, put them in the suggestion box below. And remember, happy building. Don't hit that stop button yet. You're about to see what the whole porch looked like after we got her done. She's coming up right now.